弥陀佛，大家晚安好。我想请问一下，今天晚上有要做新皈依的同门吗？有举手。好，谢谢。你们都知道怎么样出来接受皈依吗？都知道吗？不知道，不知道。好，那请你出来，明仪法师会教您。等一下师尊会给你们这个皈依灌顶，你先到那边坛城的正中央，明仪法师会教导你们。谢谢，欢迎你们哦。大家知道今天晚上的同修主尊是莲华生大士啊。 真佛宗美国西雅图雷藏寺同修南无莲华生大士开始恭迎真佛宗创办人法王圣尊莲生活佛师母莲香上师仁波切及上师团与会大众虔诚合掌唱诵莲花童子心咒。师母好，大家好。顶礼坛城，一拜根本传承上师及坛城三宝，嗡啊吽。平等一起手。恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛升法王座。
We welcome our lineage Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, to enter into the temple hall, and we just paid homage to the lineage Guru and the three jewels of the altar. Inviting Sumo, Rinpoche, all the Dharma masters to please take the seats, and inviting all our venerables, distinguished guests, and all participants to please take the seats. 请站起来自我介绍，您的法号和来自的国家及道场。 According to the custom at this temple, we are inviting any of you who's not been here for a very long time or who's here for the very first time to please stand up and introduce yourself. You may say your name and where you came from.
师尊好，师母好，上师、法师、教授师、讲师。
Grandmaster Sumo, all the masters, venerables, and everybody. My name is Lian-Ren, my father Lian-Ji, and there are 30 of us from Teng Pao, Lechang Temple from Maryland, to come here to visit our lineage Guru. And thank you for your blessings, Root Guru. Over 30 disciples there.
师母好，上师、法师、各位同门好，弟子纪律莲花一律来自新加坡，今天刚刚抵达西雅图。
We came from Singapore, and I just got here today, and it's my first time here.
感恩师尊的加持，这么顺利能够来到西雅图。
And thank you to Grandmaster's blessing that everything went well.
还有要自我介绍的吗？请站起来。龙边还有吗？如果没有的话，虎边呢？
How about the other side? I came from Jiangsu, Yangzhou, China. And my first time here with my children. Very pleased to be able to meet the great master. And when I was in Taiwan, I met the Venerable Xing Yun, and he invited us to stay there overnight. Thank you. Came from Taiwan. I've always called the pearl because I sell pearls at the greatest temple in Taiwan. So we have to practice so that we are as bright as the pearls and as soft as the maji. And I also sell maji, which is very tasty. Came from Taiwan. I've attended several ceremonies in Taichung, Taipei, Kaohsiung, and it's my first time here to Seattle. Thank you. I came here to take refuge. I'm very pleased to meet everybody. From Malaysia and from Washington. It's my first time to come to Seattle. Welcome all participating masters, venerables, our distinguished guests, and all participants. The group practice today is Guru Padmasambhava. Clap twice and snap your fingers. Visualize true Buddha lineage. Namo Vairukana Buddha, Namo Buddha Lukana, Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Padmakumara, Namo Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Visualize Grandmaster and all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas radiating light to bless us. Recite the Root Guru Padmakumara mantra. Recite purification mantras and Tirtha mantra.
Om Shudori Shudori Shumori Shumori Soha. Om Vajradan Ho Ho Hom. Namo Samanto Motoran Om Duru Duru Deve Soha.
Recite invocation mantra.
Hom Soha. Om Hom Soha. Om Hom Soha.
We sincerely invoke the Holy Red Crown Vajra Master, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. The Holy Red Crown Vajra Master, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Namo the Holy Red Crown Vajra Master, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. The main deity of the group practice, Namo Guru Padmasambhava. The main deity of the group practice, Namo Guru Padmasambhava. The main deity of the group practice, Namo Guru Padmasambhava. Namo Vairukana Buddha at the center, Namo Akshobha Buddha to the east, Namo Amitabha Buddha to the west, Namo Ratnasambhava Buddha to the south, Namo Amoghasiddhi Buddha to the north. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha, Namo Medicine Buddha, Namo Golden Mother of the Primordial Jade Pond, Namo Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva, Namo Padmakumara, Namo Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, Namo Manjushri Bodhisattva, Maitreya Bodhisattva, Namo Vajrasattva, Namo Mahajundi Buddha Mother, all Herukas, Namapalas, Dakanis, and divinities, all Buddhas of the three times in the 10 directions, all Bodhisattvas and Mahasattvas, Namo Mahaprajna Paramita. Create homage using visualization, first to Root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth Happa. Create mandala offering. Form the offering mudra. Visualize the transformations of the offerings to become innumerable to fill the whole space. Make the offering above to the lineage guru, all the lineage gurus, the main deity of the group practice Guru Padmasambhava, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakanis, and divinities, and below all sentient beings. Recite the offering verse and mantra. Mount Meru, 4 continents, and sun and moon transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and merits purge our karma to all of our civilization. For food refuge, visualize our lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, Buddha jewel, Dhamma jewel, and Sangha jewel to form bright white light to empower us. Recite the mantra.
Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammaye, Namo Sankhyaye.
I'm a protection. Recite Vajrapani mantra 7 times.
Om Bodhi Ranjari, 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 Om Bodhi Ranjari.
Recite Hiking Guan Yin Sutra. First, the invocation of the 8 great bodhisattvas.
南无虚空藏菩萨摩诃萨，南无普贤菩萨摩诃萨，南无金刚手菩萨摩诃萨，南无妙吉祥菩萨摩诃萨，南无除盖藏菩萨摩诃萨，南无地藏王菩萨摩诃萨，南无诸尊菩萨摩诃萨。 观世音菩萨，南无佛，南无法，南无僧。佛国有缘，佛法相应，常乐我净，有缘佛法。南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是大神咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是大明咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是无上咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是无等等咒。 南无净光密密佛，法藏佛，狮子吼神诸幽王佛，佛告须弥灯王佛，保护佛，金刚藏狮子游戏佛，宝胜佛，神通佛，药师琉璃光王佛。 普光功德三王佛，善住功德宝王佛，过去七佛，未来现劫千佛，1500佛，万物千佛，500花生佛，100亿金刚藏佛，定光佛，六方六佛名号。 东方宝光月殿月妙尊音王佛，南方树根花王佛，西方照晚神通焰花王佛，北方月殿清净佛，上方五树精进保守佛，下方上济月音王佛，无量诸佛多宝佛，释迦牟尼佛，弥勒佛，阿处佛，弥陀佛。 中央一切众生，在佛世界中者，行诸于地上，即在虚空中。此由于一切众生得令安稳休息，昼夜修持，心常求诵此经，能灭生死苦，消除诸毒害。南无大明观世音，光明观世音，高明观世音，开明观世音。 药王菩萨、药上菩萨、文殊师利菩萨、普贤菩萨、虚空藏菩萨、地藏王菩萨、清凉宝山一万菩萨、普光王如来化身菩萨，年年诵此经。七佛世尊即说咒曰：尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼呵那地。 宾灵尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵真地，所堪尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾灵尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵真地，所堪尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地。 宾灵尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵真地，所堪尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾灵尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵真地，所堪尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾灵尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵真地，所堪尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地。 陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾灵尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵真地，所堪尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾灵尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵真地，所堪十方观世音，一切诸菩萨，誓愿救众生，称名悉解脱。 若有智慧者，殷勤为解说；但是有因缘，读诵口不错，诵经满千遍，念念心不绝。火焰不能生，刀兵力摧折，慧怒生欢喜，死者变成活。莫言此事虚，诸佛不忘说。高王观世音，能救诸苦厄，临危急难中，死者变成活。诸佛语不虚，是故应顶礼。 持诵满千遍，众罪皆消灭。后福坚信者，专攻受此经，愿以此功德普及于一切。诵满1000遍，众罪皆消灭。高往观世音经中。 共念7遍往生咒。
Deliverance mantra 7 times.
波耶多他伽多耶多德亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多舍但波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼迦迦那吉多迦尼梭哈南无阿弥陀佛耶多他伽多耶多德亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多舍但波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼迦迦那吉多迦尼梭哈南无阿弥陀佛耶多他伽多耶多德亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多舍但波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼迦迦那吉多迦尼梭哈南无阿弥陀佛耶多他伽多耶多德亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多舍但波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼迦迦那吉多迦尼梭哈南无阿弥陀佛耶多他伽多耶多德亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多舍但波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼迦迦那吉多迦尼梭哈南无阿弥陀佛耶多他伽多耶多德亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多舍但波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼迦迦那吉多迦尼梭哈南无阿弥陀佛耶多他伽多耶多德亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多舍但波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼迦迦那吉多迦尼梭哈。手结大白莲花童子手印，观想大白莲花童子。
Visualize the empowerment of the 3 lights by Padmakumara. Recite Padmakumara mantra 21 times.
Om Guru Nian Seng Siddhi Hong, 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 Om Guru Nian Seng Siddhi Hong。手结莲华生大士金刚印。
Form Guru Padmasambhava Vajra Mudra. First empty your mind. Recite the mantra. Om Sapava Sutta Sarva Dharma Sapava Suttoham. 观想一座蓝色的月轮。In the sky, visualize a blue moon disk arising from the glorious copper mountain of the inconceivable palace of lotus light at Guru Padmasambhava's pure land. At the center of the moon disk, there is a red 6-syllable she radiating a bright pink light. The 6-syllable she revolves to become Guru Padmasambhava. He is wearing a crown, his whole body is light pink. His right hand is holding a Vajra scepter and his left arm is clutching on a kachanka. He is sitting on in a half lotus position on a lotus throne in the sky. His left hand is holding a skull cup filled with nectar and treasures. Visualize Om syllable at our crown chakra radiating white light, Ah at our throat chakra radiating red light, and Hom at our heart chakra radiating blue light. These 3 rays of light reach Guru Padmasambhava at the glorious copper mountain to invoke him. Then visualize Guru Padmasambhava's whole body radiates brilliant light which merges with the ambrosia and urges upon us, entering into us, purging all of our karma, illnesses, demonic obstruction, to allow the emergence of our radiance and self-mastery. Recite Guru Padmasambhava Hat Mantra 108 times. First perform Mala visualization.
Om Ahom Betsa Guru Pema Siddhi Hong Se. 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 Om Ahom Betsa จากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเสองอาหมเปจากกุรุเปมาสิติหงเส
Perform 9 cycle Buddha breathing, enter into samadhi.
加持八大本尊心咒及念佛。
Recite the heart mantras of 8 principal deities.
Om Panamo Lintoling Soha. Om Ha 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 Wei Samaye Soha. Om Zeli Zuli Zunti Soha. Om Zambara Chalung Chalaye Soha. Om A Hom Beta Guru Bema Siti Hom Se. Om A Hom Guru Bei Ah Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Siti Hom. Deyata Om Beka Zaya Beka Zaya Maha Beka Zaya Raja Samo Kyadehe Soha. 南无36万亿1万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿1万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿1万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。请大家起念，请佛注释。
Recite the supplication to the Buddha to stay in the Sound world.
十方世界佛刹成数佛，大悲有情海会众菩萨，护教金刚空行前顶礼。世间三毒炽盛业漫漫，身心摧折轮回苦无休。圣尊明念降生度迷情。 三宝于是微光护群生，人天福田所依金刚身，受戒传法灌顶次悉地，佛子祈请注释转法轮，利乐无量无尽众生界。恭诵长寿佛经咒。
Recite the mantra of longevity Buddha 108 times and dedicate the merits to the health and longevity of our lineage Guru.
此咒唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈，唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈，唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈，唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈，唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈，唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈，唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈，唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈。 唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈，唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈，唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈，唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈，唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈，唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈，唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈，唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈，唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈。 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 唵阿玛诺尼诸文帝耶娑哈， Om Amanoni Tuwendi Yesoha. 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 Om Amanoni Tuwendi Yesoha.
Merit dedication. May Allah uphold the Buddha, ascend to the realm of utmost bliss, repaying for full generosity from above, aiding those in the three realms below. Upon seeing the Buddha, may we transcend life and death. Like the Buddha, may we live with all. We dedicate the merit of this good practice to our lineage root Guru. May you stay healthy, live a long life, continually turn to some Dharma
恭
will in
请法
samsara.
王圣尊莲生活佛作众回向。
Inviting our lineage Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, to perform the overall merit dedication. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to the main deity of the group practice, Guru Padmasambhava. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to the main deity of the group practice, Guru Padmasambhava. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to the main deity of the group practice, Guru Padmasambhava. The mantra. We pray to Guru Padmasambhava to please radiate rainbow light and guide the Bardo spirits to be reborn into the pure Buddha land. We pray that you bless all participants so that they have ample resources so that they have complete wisdom, so that they have perfect harmony, to let all enemies and enmities disappear, all calamities disappear. We pray that you bless us with good health, all wishes fulfilled, calamities transform into auspiciousness, and with a strong commitment in our spiritual cultivation, we pray to Guru Padmasambhava to please bless all participants so that our spiritual cultivation can be complete and ultimately attaining the attainment. May they benefit from their spiritual cultivation. Great bliss, clear light radiance, and empty nature can be proven. May they experience them. We pray to Guru Padmasambhava to descend upon samsara, to make sentient beings to generate pure faith, that in the past all the treasures from the past can be understood so that we can comprehend them and all the sutras and the Buddha's words. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Guru Padmasambhava, so you can guide the tantric disciples to respect the Guru, treasure the Dharma, and put them into practice. May all of our prayers be granted. To Guru Padmasambhava, gods in heaven, gods on earth, may we be far from all calamities, may all calamities abandon us, let all disasters turn into dust. We pray to Guru Padmasambhava and the protectors to please protect spiritual cultivators so that enemies and enmities disappear, calamities disperse, all misfortunes and bad lucks disappear. Hundred syllable mantra 3 times.
Sawa karma sutame chitamu siriran guru hom ha 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 bhagavan sawa tathagata pecamami mensa pecapawa mahasamaya sato ahom pe om peca sato samaya manupanaya Peca sato tenu padita checho me pawa soto kayu me pawa sopo kayu me pawa annorato me pawa sawa sidi me purayata sawa karma sutame chitamu sidi ren guru hom ha 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 bhagavan sawa tathagata peca mami mancha peca pawa mahasamaya sato ahom pe om peca sato samaya manupanaya peca sato tenu padita checho me pawa soto kayu me pawa sopo kayu me pawa annorato me pawa sawa sidi me purayata sawa karma sutame chitamu sidi ren guru hom ha 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 bhagavan sawa tathagata peca mami mancha peca pawa mahasamaya sato ahom pe 做观想大礼拜100根本传承
Great homage using visualization.
Hom 观想顶礼回天心三业2拜诸菩萨 Om Hom 观想顶礼回天心三业3拜诸护法金刚 Om Hom 观想顶礼回天心三业是平等对齐手念圆满咒 Om Brim Om Brim Om Brim Om Mani Padme Hum 让我们以热烈的掌声感谢根本传承。
Let's give a great round of applause to show our gratitude to our lineage Guru for his blessing to this group practice. The offering of Hatha. Let's join our palms with reference, and we would like to invite the resident master of the Seattle Temple, Master Lian-Sheng, to present the offering of Hatha to the lineage Guru as a symbol of the highest honor.
请大家一起恭敬合掌。恭请无上法王圣尊莲生活佛
Now let us
做
join
宝
our
贵的
palms
法语开示。
with great reverence. And together we are inviting His Holiness to bestow the precious Dharma teachings. Homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao-Ming. Homage to Master Satgya Tsangkhung. Homage to His Holiness the 16 Karmapa. And homage to Master Thubten Torji. Homage to the 3 jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of the group practice today, Guru Padmasambhava. Sumu Danchen Katso. All Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma lecturers, Dharma teachers, Dharma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, all disciples present here and over the internet, and our participating VIPs today are the overseas advisors to the Republic of China, Ms. Winnie Xie, PR Director of Jupiter School Taiwan Temple, Dharma Brother Fermi Wong, Dr. Ryan Zhuang, and from National Cheng Kung University, PhD in Electrical Engineering, Dr. Wang Li. Good evening, everyone. How do you do? Today, we had the group practice of Guru Padmasambhava. And of the 8 primary deities, including Amitabha, Buddha, Avalokitesvara, Bodhisattva, and all the way to now Guru Padmasambhava. He is also one of the main deities of our group practice of True Buddha School. Guru Padmasambhava, we can say that he's the first guru or patriarch of Tibetan Tantrayana. And he represents the old tradition and the new tradition during that time. The old tradition was started by Guru Padmasambhava. And he built the first temple in Tibet called the Samye Monastery. And many people have visited that monastery. Please raise your hand if you have. So you have visited the Samye Monastery. It's next to the Yanglu Changpo River, on the bank of the Yanglu Changpo River. So the Samye monastery or temple were built by 3 people. The Tibetan king of the time, King Trizong Tetchen, and Guru Padmasambhava, and Santarakshita. Built together by these 3 people. And Guru Padmasambhava taught Buddha Dharma for 50 years in Tibet. And then later on, he hid and buried a lot of his pith instructions and key formulas of the Dharma teaching as hidden treasures. And many people were trying to discover these termas or hidden treasures. Like Guru Padmasambhava hid it inside the caves, forests, or in the sky. And there's another point. I heard this story about the terma discoverer. Like on a certain date, and you rent a boat and take it onto a lake. There are many lakes on the mountains in Tibet. They have no oceans, but they call the lakes oceans. And they call lake as Cho. That means lakes. And when the boat reached the center of the lake, they were waiting for the right time. And they kept waiting and waiting for the Guru Padmasambhava's hidden treasures to come out. And all of a sudden, there was a fish jumping off the water, a huge fish, and got to the boat. At that exact time, there was a fish that jumped to the boat. And then the great masters who were discovering the terma slit open the stomach of the fish, and there was like a sheep's skin, and they took the sheep's skin, and on it there were Guru Padmasambhava's Dharma treasures, key formulas, and pith instructions. Don't you find that very mysterious, very mystical? If you have heard it, please raise your hand. No, Grandmaster, you have talked about it. You have told us the story. So it turned out that I have talked about it. Have I written it in my book? Oh, I have told the story. So, what else can I talk about then? Isn't it very amazing? The boat got to the center of the lake and was waiting, and a fish jumped to the boat. And then the turton, the terma discoverer, slit open the stomach of the fish, and inside there was a sheep's skin. And then when they opened that, it was Guru Padmasambhava's fifth instructions and key formulas were written on it. That's very strange, very miraculous. About a week ago, 1 week, he descended. And he did not descend to let me see, but to let somebody else see. And he told that disciple, your Grandmaster Lu all Grandmaster Lu's tantric dharma were taught by me. So Grandmaster Lu's tantric dharma were taught by me. Guru Padmasambhava told that disciple. In my book, I once wrote it. I was the Gumu sect. And in my spiritual cultivation, I travel out of body and went to India, Nepal, and Tibet. And Guru Padmasambhava gave me an empowerment. And now I know that Guru Padmasambhava transmitted a lot of his secrets, key formulas, and pith instructions into my brain. So perhaps inside my brain there would be sheep skin. So his dharma, the hidden tantric dharma, was placed directly inside my brain. That's for I can talk about it immediately, directly, as I like. One point is very important in tantric dharma. In our spiritual cultivation, in the ultimate sense, that is deliverance during the bardo state by hearing. So what is this deliverance during bardo state by hearing? Is that during the bardo state, which is the intermediate state, which is when someone just died and the soul just left their body, that's called the intermediate state or the bardo state. Before they are reincarnated and they have not gone to the Pure Land, they have not attained Buddhahood. At that moment, it's called the intermediate state or bardo state. And this state is the most important. In order to have attainment, you rely at this state or this moment. Guru Padmasambhava has taught me a lot. And most importantly, he told me, let me give you an example recently, a recent example. Let's not talk about a name. husband brought his wife to travel on a long distance flight. And on the plane, the husband fell asleep. And the wife did not sleep and went to the toilet. After a while, the husband woke up and the seat was empty next to him. The wife was not around. So on the plane, where else could you go? Must be in the toilet. You could not go to the cockpit, and you could not have chatted with other passengers. Just the two of them, and the other passengers were unknown to them. So the husband was waiting for a while, and the wife did not come back. So something is not quite right. So he was looking for his wife on the plane. Where has she gone? It's easy to find, right, in the plane. The first class cabin or any other class, the business class. First class, business class, economy class. So he went to the first class, and then the business class, and the economy class. He went all over and did not see her. How could she just evaporated like that? Then she must have been in the toilet. And he went to all the toilets. And there was one toilet that was always occupied. Some were available, right? Which is green, and then if it's occupied, it's red. That toilet is always occupied, and the other toilets have people go in and out, but only that toilet was always occupied. So he knew that his wife must have been inside. Never got out. So he asked the flight attendants, "My wife is inside." And the flight attendant asked him, "Are you sure?" "Yes, must be my wife." So the flight attendants opened that toilet. And sure enough, the wife was inside the toilet already passed out. And then the captain announced doctors to come help. What happened? And then when they checked, she had died. She had passed away. Then what should have done? What could they do? They had to descend on an airport right away. In Taiwan. When they landed at the airport in Taiwan, she already passed away. And then she has to be transported back to her home country and had to get the paperwork, etc. And then according to what I know, when her soul, when she died, the soul had left the body and then turned around and saw herself dead. And she wanted to return to her own body, but she could not. After the soul left, she could not enter into her own body anymore. Then what could she do? So she was floating inside the plane. And she saw her husband was looking for her everywhere. Inside the plane. Was panic, trying to find his wife, and the wife's soul was actually next to him, right on him. This is a true story. Both were grandmasters. Both are grandmaster's disciples. This is a real story. Something like this happened. When your soul left the body, could not go back to the body. So she just followed the husband going around. That's the end of the story. Guru Padmasambhava told me in this intermediate state when the soul, the moment when the soul leaves the body is extremely important. If you practice yidam, prakdharma, or your root guru deity yoga, at that second you have to be mindful of your root guru and your yidam. The only way, the only mindfulness is like, oh no, I've become a soul. Now I've entered the intermediate state, I cannot return. If you have cultivated spiritually, then the first and foremost thing you should be mindful of your lineage root guru. And second, you should think of or be mindful of your own yidam. If you can chant mantra at that moment, quickly you should think of your lineage root guru, your root yidam, and your root protector. If you remember the mantra, you have to chant the mantra immediately. So this is what Guru Padmasambhava taught us. At the moment your soul leaves the body, no matter what, you should not just follow your husband around. Most people who don't cultivate spiritually, as soon as their soul leaves their body, when they realize that they're dead already, what should they do? Most ordinary people, they have no root guru, no yidam, no cultivation. If they're married, the husband would, the man would think of the husband, not the other way. The man would think the wife, and the woman would think of the husband. Right? Because they're the closest one. If you're not married, then they would think of their girlfriends, anyone closest to them. And the woman would also think of their boyfriends. What I just mentioned earlier were like for gays. A human being is always like that. They always think of the most important and closest one. And second, they would think of their children, if they have children. And third, they would think of their relatives, dad, mom, or etc., or their house. Then they would go back to their own house. That's how it is. And some people would of course think of their beautiful house. They would go back to their own house. And they would also think, I have a nice car, a Rolls Royce. Would think of their Bentley, their Maserati, their car, or what they like, and the gold and jewels and money, their hidden secret money. Most people would think of these things. But for spiritual cultivators, you cannot be like that. According to Guru Padmasambhava, the first and foremost that you should think of is your root guru. And second is your root yidam that you usually practice. And you should not think of any other thing. Because if you think of any other thing like husband, wife, parents, or relatives, or your own house or cars, then it's for sure you will not be reborn into the better realms or the pure realms. Then you would stay in samsara and you would continue to be reincarnated. So you have to be reincarnated because you were being tied down by the 8 dharma of the world. Then based on your karma, you have to be reincarnated in the Saha world. So at that crucial moment, you can only think of 2 or 3 things: root guru, root yidam, and root protector. At this moment, if your guru has a light body, once you're mindful of him, you think of him and chant his mantra, he would appear and would guide you to go to the realm of the root guru. If you're mindful of your yidam or your personal main deity, then your yidam will appear and you would be guided to the pure land of the yidam. If you're mindful of your protector, then your protector will appear and would protect you. And support you to go to the protector's pure land or realm. That was spoken by Guru Padmasambhava. So at that crucial moment, your mindfulness is the most important. It is what that you remember in your brain, what you always chant, the root guru, yidam, and protector, always there. Then naturally they would appear. If your guru, your root guru, does not have light body, in the least your yidam will appear. This was taught by Guru Padmasambhava. So the most important part of the deliverance during birth to state by hearing, the crucial point is at that moment. So now you remember. You cannot bring anything except your own karma. Only the karma that you created will follow you. However, at that split second, if you can be mindful of your root guru, yidam, and protector, and if they appear, they will bring you to the good realm, which is the realm of the root guru, the realm of the yidam, and the realm of the protector. You would be guided there. And this is the same as what was taught in the Pure Land sect, that at the moment of death, if you can be in full concentration, to be mindful and chant the Pure Land Trinity, Amitabha Buddha, the name of Amitabha Buddha, and the Pure Land Trinity will appear and will bring you to the Pure Land of the West. It's the same concept. So I would like to tell you this point. So at that moment, you should not think of your girlfriend. You cannot let go of your girlfriend. Then you would stay in the Saha world. Then you cannot go back to the Pure Land. This is very important, what I like to share with you today. Now let's talk about Lamdre a little bit here. The realization of not abandoning the ocean of true meaning, the one unmoved by all sorts of phenomena, so to speak. From proving all those realizations, one eliminates the poison of ignorance due to the attachments to existence and its kinds of poison of this sweeping ignorance. Even when one comes to this realization ground, they are still considered the poison of mundane continual thoughts. These running thoughts in the mind would be dispersed like reaching the end of a cliff. The flame in the wind cannot be moved anymore. All kinds of differentiating thoughts become indistinguishable. All of a sudden the mind does not abide anywhere, and it runs into this state. This kind of poison, although it reaches the five lucidities, it cannot be stopped, like the great commentator Rivasubandhu. Holding on to this view, even if it abides for eons, it is still continual thoughts with outflow. It can never become the path of no outflow, and it cannot let one realize the holy truth. It is like the poisonous clam. Even that it might taste delicious, there is no use. Why? Because there is no samadhi meditation. In order to stop the poison of continual running thoughts, one should practice stopping. Then by relying on the stopping, one generates the wisdom of visualization. One restrains the affliction using stopping, then uses the visualization to cut off the root of afflictions. Therefore, to eliminate the poison, one utilizes the spiritual experiences of the generated wisdom from practicing meditation to establish the realization. The mind continuum has to arise to meditation as stated in the verse. Eliminate and dispatch to enter onto the cultivation path. In brief, karma is the closest reason to result in rebirth. Karma comes from afflictions. Afflictions come from the differentiating mind or thoughts, and the cause of thought is the chi, or vital energy. First, practice all branches of quiet sitting or contemplation, such as in the life zeal energy, the mind and chi are going along each other. Practice it and generate the concept of spiritual experience. Proceed to block the discerning mind. If the mind abides, it is called eliminate and dispatch onto the cultivation path. It would be like a galloping horse being captured. Is this obstructed from going further? It's very long and it's very confusing. Really, let me tell you, it is confusing and befuddling. Grandmaster reading it, and I knew before. I knew already. How do you feel by reading this piece? If you have any feeling about it or any spiritual experience, that's very good already. The teacher asked Xiaoming, "You lie every day. What can you be in the future?" Xiaoming replied, "To become a president." We should not lie. Grandmaster cannot lie. I have to speak truthfully. Grandmaster cannot lie. Had Grandmaster lied, then in the future Grandmaster will fall into hell. Cannot become a president. Those who become a president, as the Taiwanese said, you become an official for one lifetime and you become a cow for 9 lifetimes. Because by becoming an official, then you become corrupt. As a president, yes. Look at the Korean presidents. They're corrupt. They are corrupt. So many people lie as presidents too. Like the political campaign in Taiwan, they all lie. So whoever lies at best would become a president. Once you become a public official, then you would corrupt. Then in the future 9 lifetimes, you would become a horse and a cow to repay back. That's what it meant. So in this Virupa Sutra, it talks about the truth. Not abandoning the ocean of true meaning or true realization. How not to be a part of the true realization? Like I said before, you have to have that meditative stability. You have to practice until you have that meditative stability. When you reach the Bardo state or the intermediate state, like Guru Padmasambhava instructed, your mind, if it's like a torrent of waterfall, non-stop, you keep thinking and thinking and thinking all sorts of thoughts non-stop. So it is said here, like the galloping horse, like a flowing water. It is non-stop. A running horse. There's the idiom that like a running horse and moving monkeys, your thoughts are non-stop like that. Especially when a person reaches the intermediate state, they were in a panic. Oh no, what could I do? And seeing my own body there, but I could not return. And your mind, all different thoughts appear. Because you don't practice, right? You have no meditative stability. So that's why it's written here. In order to eliminate the poison, what is the poison? Your thoughts. Your thoughts are poison. You still have greed, and you still thought of your own secret money, or maybe you have bought some gold, and your soul would float to find the hidden gold and try to touch it, very yellow and shiny. It feels good touching it. And a stack of them. 1 kilogram each. And how much would this be? And you're dead already and you're still touching your own gold? Then you're destined to be reincarnated. So it should not be like that. You have to have the meditative stability. You're dead already. Everything in this world, I have gone, all the past. It's impossible to enjoy anything. The house, the car, my money, my jewels. I cannot enjoy them anymore. What should you do? At that moment, only if you have meditative stability, you would think of your root guru. Then you would think of your yidam and your protector. So this relies on your meditative stability. Once you have the meditative stability, you would generate wisdom. That's visualization. So you use your wisdom to stop all thoughts. So to rein your horse, so your horse doesn't run as he likes, to stabilize it. And then you use the wisdom of your visualization to cut off all thoughts. You're single-minded and wholeheartedly wanted to be reborn in the Pure Land. And by this focused thought of being reborn in the Pure Land, Amitabha Buddha will appear in front of you. Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva Mahastama Prapta will appear in front of you and would guide you to the Pure Land. And you would be born out of a lotus. That's the most crucial moment. And what a coincidence, at Lamdre also talks about this. At this moment, all phenomena, all just illusions, everything in this world are not real. So you cannot be moved by them. So you're not a part of the true realization. All illusions, everything appears, all phenomena, your thoughts appear. Everything that you see should not move you. Then this person is one with the realization of not apart from the true realization. Although now you have heard this, what Grandmaster taught, but at that moment, if you forget, then that's no good. Although, when one comes to this realization ground, they are still poisoned by this mundane running thoughts. So if you mundane thoughts still not stopped, then that's still a poison. Then you still have desire. Then your soul travel around, and then, oh, wow, you saw something. What is it? Oh no. A handsome man and a beautiful woman are doing that thing. When the soul is floating and encounters a man and a woman doing that thing, and when the soul sees that, and as soon as a thought of desire appears, shoo, you would enter into the womb of that woman. When you realized it, it's too late. You cannot get out. You've entered into a womb. Then you would be born. Then there would be a new you. So that's one of the phenomena that would appear. A kid wrote this. Today, after lunch, my mom and I were together, and I thought of the teacher's homework that I should help my mom with one thing. The teacher asked the student to help their mom. So the kid said, I took initiative and helped my mom finish her fruit. What a wonderful day. So he finished his mom's fruit. So is there a meaning to that? Meaningless. The teacher asks you to help your mom, to help do something, not to help the mom eat her fruit. So Grandmaster teaches you that you definitely have to be mindful of your root guru, of your yidam, of your protector. And it turned out you didn't do that, but instead you're mindful of your beautiful girlfriend. Then that's the end of you. One day, Xiaoming was idle and had nothing to do. So he went to find Xiaozhu. And Xiaozhu was playing Symphony No. 9, Beethoven's, on the piano. And then after he finished, he asked Xiaoming, "Do you understand music?" Of course, hey, I'm the coolest high schooler. So Xiaozhu asked, "So what did I just play?" And Xiaoming replied, "The piano, of course." So let me tell you, there are so many nonsense in this our world. There are just too much nonsense. So here, it doesn't matter how busy you are, you have to find even a little bit of time to sit quietly, to quiet your mind, and to cut off all your thoughts, and single-mindedly and wholeheartedly do your practice, your Dharma practice. That's extremely important. So don't talk too much, those nonsense. Like that joke earlier, idle and had nothing to do. How could that be? We have so much things to do. Grandmaster does not have enough time. It's not enough. I always feel that I don't have enough time. Every day passes so fast and I have to do so much and I have not enough time. But it doesn't matter. Even if you don't have time, you have to do practice before bed. And I have to be in union with the yidam, like last night. What time did I sleep last night? 1 a.m. I slept at 1 last night. At 1 a.m., I was still standing in front of Golden Mother and prayed to her to be in union with Golden Mother. And after the union, I still do my treasure vase energy yoga. And after completing the treasure vase, I went to my bed and set up the protection boundary around my bedroom. And at that time, I already did Simu's protection and her bedroom. And upon returning to my own bedroom, I did protection for my bedroom. And I prayed to Golden Mother to be in union with her. And after that, I even did my treasure vase energy yoga and held the breath. And I got onto bed. And on the bed, I even practiced the sleep and dream yoga, the sleeping amidst the dream. And I chant Amitabha Buddha. I visualize Om with white light, Ah, red light, Hom, blue light, and Bang. They become a net to cover the whole bed. Like a net of light covering my whole bed. And then finally I got to sleep. So amidst this, I still did my practice. I do my practice. I had not enough time. Really. How could I have leisurely time and idle, had nothing to do, and trying to find someone to chat? No such thing. Sometimes, even when you have comprehended the 5 the 5 sciences, the 5 mastery, and they're like the skill or mastery of the medicine, of language, of logic, and like language, like you've learned English and Taiwanese or Spanish. That's the science or the mastery of language. And then medicine, language, logic, and arts and crafts or skills, computer, or you can fix things. And lastly is the spiritual cultivation of Buddhism, the inner mastery. You've understand all this, but still you cannot stop your mind, then that's not good. So stop. If you stop your thoughts, all the mundane thoughts completely stop. And the other one is visualization. You use your wisdom to visualize, to observe, and then you use your wisdom to cut off all of your thoughts. So cutting or stopping and visualizing, and these two combined together. So you have to do both stopping and visualizing in order to cut off all the thoughts. Only this way you would be able to eliminate the poison. Someone asked the master, my former girlfriend asked me to attend her wedding. Should I go? And the master was wise and told this man, just tell her, you have no time this time, next time. I will definitely be there. We'll be there next time. So the master is very wise. This is an article written by an elementary student about eyes. He wrote, my eyes are so big. It can include the huge mountains, the great ocean, the blue sky, and the whole world. But my eyes are also extremely small. And sometimes when I feel upset, it cannot even contain 2 rows of tears. So the first part is wonderful. As a human person, a human being, your eyesight should be extremely far and wide. Mountains, oceans, blue sky, and the world are all in the view. But importantly, my eyes are also extremely small. When something upset me, it cannot even contain 2 rows of tears. So he's kind towards sentient beings. The true eyes, you see the high mountain. It's the same as if you don't see the mountain, because you know the high mountain is just an illusion. You see the great ocean, and you also know that the ocean is also an illusion. Everything is ever-changing like the clouds. You have to have this kind of wisdom. As I have said, Humans' hearts can change any time. These few days, someone told me, Grandmaster, does your heart change? And I said, of course, my heart can change too. My thoughts can change. But most importantly, doesn't matter how you change, everything is not real. Everything is just an illusion. It's transient. Everything is ever-changing. The heart, the mind, the thoughts. This excerpt said, the only real realization is there is no mind. You view everything in this world as an illusion. There is no self-nature. It's not real. It doesn't exist. Then only this kind of thought can stop. This kind of mindset can stop. Now, do you understand my explanation? A traveler told the female tour guide, I'd like to give you a gift. What do you like? And the tour guide was very happy and wanted an expensive gift. But she didn't want to say it directly. So she was very shyly said, I like to beautify myself. Can you give me something that can be used on the finger, the neck, or the ears? And then the traveler finally took something out of his bag and gave her a piece of soap. So don't have any thoughts. All the changing, ever-changing things, everything on earth is ever-changing. As I have said it before, nothing is real. Nothing belongs to you forever. And because nothing can belong to you forever, don't think about it. So we cultivate spiritually for the true realization. The person with the most wisdom only go to the pure Buddha land and have attainment of a bodhisattva. Only that is called the true realization, to become a bodhisattva in the pure land. People in the past would be very angry when your diary was being stolen and being read by someone. But nowadays, people put everything on the internet and they get angry when nobody reads them. So there's a difference. So this is change. Things are ever changing. So today, Grandmaster on this Dharma throne was teaching you the most profound, the most real thing is that in the future we all will go to the Mahat Twin Lotus Ponds. And don't think about anything else. Om Mani Padme Hum. We are truly grateful to His Holiness' precious Dharma teaching. And tomorrow, October 6th, Sunday at 3 p.m. there will be the Marichi Homa fire offering ceremony and corresponding empowerments. And for details, please check TPS and the ORG. And starting at 1:30 at the Homa Hall, there will be the book reading of Grandmaster's book number 96. It's the key teachings of Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, and the book reading will be led by Vajra Master Si Lian-Chuan. There will be direct webcasts in both Chinese and English. On November 21st to 23rd, the True Buddha Foundation will organize an event at the Borobudur Candi Borobudur in Central Java in Indonesia. And they would conduct a Kala Chakra ceremony there. And True Buddha Foundation will offer to all the costs, room and board and transport for any Rinpoche masters and venerables. We hope that you can participate. And on November 30th and December 1st at the Taiwan Temple, there would be a conference for Dharma propagators on how to greet visitors. So we welcome all the people who are responsible for the spiritual centers and temples to come join this conference and to learn how to treat or to provide hospitality to all visitors to their temples and chapters. For details, please check tbs.org. And you can also contact the Venerable Lian Tong for details. Now we'll be incanting Buddha Amitabha.
Nam
We are inviting any of you who would like to take refuge to please come forward to the center of the temple and personally receive refuge initiation from His Holiness. If you are not present in person and would like to take refuge, please send a letter to Buddha Foundation. Inviting His Holiness to bless the great compassion holy water and to consecrate Buddha images. Please stand up and pay homage. 根本传承上师及诸佛 Om Ah Hom。 拜诸菩萨，嗡啊吽。三拜诸护法金刚，嗡啊吽。平等一起手，同修会圆满吉祥结束了。感谢根本传承上师的大加持，感谢师母、诸位上师、教授师、法师、讲师、助教、贵宾、同门善信大德的护持，谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。We now conclude this live broadcast. Thank you for viewing. 师尊会为大家摸顶，请大家排队哈，在大殿尽量排2排。